Good morning. I feel it's today is a good day for another video because I have a little tiny bit of a story to tell you guys. Most of you maybe know, maybe not, but this is about Spike Lee and the New York Knicks. Before the Houston Rockets game on Monday, Spike Lee used his regular exit that he always used, his employee exit, to get into the arena. And it was a whole thing that they didn't want to let him in this exit anymore because of a policy change, and they told him to get outside again and go through another exit. He didn't want to do that. I mean, you know, long story short, he did get to his courtside seat, and he was on First Take on ESPN the next day. He said the Garden lied in its statement, and I'm not saying that the Garden's statement is 100% true, but the Garden statement said that when Mr. Dolan walked up to Spike Lee on the court and he said they got to talk and stuff like that, that they shook hands and they kind of understood, you know, that he's supposed to use the other entrance and blah blah blah. And Spike Lee on First Take said that he never ever shook hands with with Mr. Dolan, with Jim Dolan. And that he basically said, oh, well, we got to talk about. He made himself to look like this super tough guy, kind of talking back to the owner of the New York Knicks, when in reality, you know, Garden published a photo from before that game. You could recognize Spike Lee by the way he was dressed, with him standing next to Jim Dolan, talking and shaking hands. So you can see 100% that Spike Lee lied about the encounter between him and Jim Dolan, trying to make himself look tougher and Jim Dolan look worse. I mean, I don't know what it is with these celebrities. Just they're always put an act on. Spike is really not an actor. He's a director and stuff like that. But why would you do something like that? Why would you? I mean, if you're saying the Garden's lying in their statement and you're trying to put out the whole true story of what exactly happened and how this transpired, why would you lie and make yourself look tougher? That you never shook Jim Dolan's hand, and when he was walking up to you, Spike said basically that he said, Spike, we have to talk, and Spike talked back to him like, oh, well, we got to talk about this and that he never shook his hand. It's not true. He did shake his hand. They did talk. I don't know what the conversation was about, but it's different than what Spike says. So he was lying. Just wanted to say that. You know, don't believe everything that you hear from these celebrity people, because they're not always truthful, and they always try to make themselves look better than they really are. A lot of them are a piece of shits.